43-inch TVs are great for casual TV, movie and sports viewing in small to medium-sized rooms with a viewing distance of 6 to 8 feet. They are generally not great for gaming as they don't have the necessary gaming features. Let's understand the typical quirks of a 43-inch TV before shortlisting the right one for us. I went over 75 40-inch TVs to help you narrow down the right TV for your home. Let's start with the picture quality. 43-inch TVs are mostly LED and QLED. The premium technologies like mini LEDs and OLEDs are not available in 43-inch TVs. For this size, LED and QLED do a great job in most homes. Next is the resolution. 43-inch TVs still have full HD resolution compared to 4K plus resolution in larger sizes. That's because at this screen size, the change in picture quality from full HD to 4K is not as dramatic. So almost 20% of the TVs I've compared are full HD TVs, the rest are 4K. Remember, for 4K streaming, you will need a premium subscription of Netflix or Hotstar. Next, Dolby Vision and HDR10+, which deliver dynamic metadata, are only available in premium 43-inch TVs. All TVs support HDR, which delivers static metadata. Only the TVs that you see on the screen support Dolby Vision or HDR10+. Let's talk about gaming. Refresh rate, which determines how well fast-moving content is displayed, is 60 Hz or less in 43-inch TV. This refresh rate is good enough for casual TV or movies, documentaries where the frame rates are 25 frames per second for a cinematic feel, or for action TV or sports which generally streams at less than 60 frames per second. But this refresh rate is not suitable for gaming with gaming consoles. In addition, gaming features like ALLM and VRR are not broadly available. Audio quality in TVs is limited these days. In 43-inch TVs, it lacks even more so. So unless it is used in a small room, it is better to add a soundbar for a better audio experience. Most 43-inch TVs have a 20 to 40 wattage sound output, which only determines how loud the sound is, not how good the audio quality is. That is determined by the number of speakers and channels, and almost all 43-inch TVs have only 2 speakers. Lastly, most 43-inch TVs, except the ones that you see on the screen, don't support Dolby Atmos or DTS:X. These technologies help to uncompress the audio into different channels available in the TV or soundbar for a better audio experience. Now let's talk about smart features and usability. Starting with the operating systems. Most 43-inch TVs run either Google TV or Android TV. Both are user-friendly and familiar to most people. Samsung sticks with Tizen, LG uses WebOS, Hisense uses Vida, and these are proprietary operating systems which offer faster performance than Google's options. Budget brands often use basic OS like Fire TV or basic Linux interfaces or even Geo Tele OS. These are often buggy and slow, and app updates are quite rare. So those should be avoided. So in summary, if you want tons of apps and personalized recommendations, better to go for a Google TV experience. If you prefer faster and more responsive navigation, better to choose Tizen, WebOS or Vida. Let's talk about connectivity. Unlike larger TVs, many 43-inch TVs skip the EARC HDMI port altogether, which is crucial for high-quality soundbar connections and gaming consoles. They'll still have multiple HDMI and USB ports for your devices, plus dual-band Wi-Fi. If you're looking for casting using AirPlay, only the TVs that are highlighted on the screen support it. So in summary, because of their small form factor, 43-inch TVs are ideal for casual TV, movie and sports viewing in small to medium-sized rooms with a viewing distance of 6 to 8 feet. It is not great for gaming. Now let's talk about pricing, warranty and general satisfaction. These TVs range from 12,000 rupees for budget brands all the way up to 70,000 rupees for premium brands like Sony. 20 to 30,000 is a sweet spot for 43-inch TVs where you will get good value for money. Now, after going over hundreds of reviews of different brands for both product as well as service satisfaction, premium brands continue to perform best in terms of product and service satisfaction. There are many new age brands in the 43-inch TV segment which have inadequate service. Also, some of the new brands like New, VW, Lumio and so on, the service is yet to be seen in the coming year. So now that we understand how to narrow down based on the features that are important for us, let's get to my recommendations for 43-inch TVs. If you're watching this video during the sale period, prices will be lower than those mentioned. The prices mentioned here are during regular periods. You can check the latest price from the links that I've shared in the description. In the value segment, between 20,000 and 30,000, I have 5 recommendations. This is the price range that gives the best value for money in the 43-inch segment. My first recommendation is the Vu Vibe DV. This is a QLED TV. The main attraction of this TV is an integrated 88-watt soundbar for excellent audio. So an external soundbar may not be required in most cases. It supports Dolby Vision, MEMC and 4K upscaling for a good video performance. It also has Google TV with Chromecast for a great browsing experience. The only con is the viewing angles are a bit limited but still has great value at this budget. My next recommendation is the MOTOROLA EnvisionX QLED TV. With a 60Hz refresh rate including Dolby Vision and MEMC, this provides smooth visuals for cinematic viewing. With a 48-watt speaker output with Dolby Atmos support, it also supports immersive audio experience without the need of a soundbar for small to medium-sized rooms. With ALLM and VRR support, it can be used for gaming but only for games up to 60 frames per second. The 120Hz refresh rate advertised is in the game mode, which is a simulated refresh rate, not a native refresh rate, and it will not give the same experience as gaming with a native 120Hz refresh rate TV, which none of the 43-inch TVs have. Next is the new Vu Glow QLED 4K TV, which now supports Dolby Vision unlike its 2024 model. It has MEMC and 4K upscaling for better viewing experience, a 24-watt speaker along with HDMI EARC support if you want to connect a soundbar, and also has AirPlay support. The only con is the service of Vu, which some viewers have called problematic. Overall, it's a great value on this budget. Next is the 2025 model Hisense E7Q QLED TV. This also includes Dolby Vision and HDR10+ along with MEMC for a good picture quality, Dolby Atmos and a 30-watt speaker for a decent audio quality, and USB, Bluetooth, dual-band Wi-Fi and AirPlay support for connectivity. It also supports ALLM and VRR and other gaming features, but with a 60Hz display, it can be used for casual gaming with games up to 60 frames per second. It also uses the Vida operating system, which some users find less intuitive than Google TV. The Hisense E68N, which is a 2024 model with similar capabilities, is available at 2000 rupees lower and with Google TV support. This can also be considered by price-sensitive buyers. Lastly, the new launch Lumio Vision 7. This is a QLED TV and has all the essentials I would look for in a 43-inch TV. Dolby Vision with MEMC and upscaling support for good picture quality, Dolby Atmos with 24-watt speaker for a decent audio quality, and a Google TV experience with 3GB RAM and 16GB storage for a great user experience. But being a brand new brand, installation and service is yet to be widely validated, so be aware of that before buying. Now in the economy segment, less than 20,000. My only recommendation in this price point is the iFFALCON TV. Many reviewers may be negatively biased against this TV, but for this price, the value it provides is immense, as many users of this TV may as well tell you. This 2025 model TV is an LED TV with a 4K resolution with support of Dolby Vision, HDR10 and MEMC for crisp visuals with a sleek bezel-less design. With HDMI EARC port for connecting soundbar, it offers good value on a budget. As for the cons, some viewers do find the brightness low, but most users are fairly satisfied with the quality. The 2024 model of the same TV is available at a slightly lower price point with similar capabilities. Now in the premium segment, over 30,000, all the premium brands of LG, Sony and Samsung still have only LED TVs. In the 43-inch segment particularly, the budget TVs shine from a price to value point of view. I do have 4 recommendations if you do prefer a premium brand. While not really being a premium brand, the XIAOMI X Pro CineMagiQLED TV does have premium pricing. But it has all the bells and whistles, 4K resolution with QLED technology, Dolby Vision and HDR10+ with MEMC and upscaling for good picture quality, 30-watt speaker for a decent audio quality, Google TV experience with 2GB RAM and 32GB storage for seamless user experience. As for the cons, some users have reported issues with off-angle viewing. My next recommendation is the new LG UA8200 LED TV. Although it supports only HDR10 and HLG, its dynamic tone mapping helps it to achieve the visual quality as good as HDR10+. With the Alpha 7 AI processor, upscaling is good too. The virtual 9.1.2 channel sound output is good enough for small to medium-sized rooms. Larger rooms will require an extra soundbar. This does include ALLM, VRR and HDMI EARC ports, so can be used for gaming, but only for games that operate at 60 frames per second or below. My next recommendation in the premium brands is the Sony Bravia 2 Mark II LED TV. This is one of the more affordable Sony TVs, an upgrade from the 2024 Sony Bravia 2 at a slightly higher price. There are improvements in its video quality, there's more vibrancy and in its audio quality as well. It does now support Dolby Atmos and DTS VirtualX. Although it supports ALLM, VRR and HDMI EARC port, it can only be used for games that operate at 60 frames per second or below. Sony LED TVs with their tri-luminous technology makes the visual experience comparable to QLED TVs. The Sony Bravia 3, while giving a great quality, is priced very high for the 43-inch segment and is a 2024 model, so I don't recommend it at the moment. And my last recommendation is the Samsung Crystal Vista LED TV. This is a LED TV compared to the QLED TV from the mid-range and budget brands that we covered earlier. While it does not support Dolby Vision, it does support HDR10+ and 4K upscaling, so it is suitable for lower resolution content as well. It does not support ALLM and VRR and also has a lower refresh rate of 50 Hz, so it is not ideal for gaming. If you found this video useful, share the video and subscribe to become part of the 1.8 lakh plus community that trusts us with their decision making. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.